Hello, everybody. It's basketball time, as you know by now, and the good guys looking for what should be a good game. 15-minute pregame show can only mean one thing, folks, and one thing only. It's time to get the show on the road, and it's time to get the show on the road rather fast. It'll feature the good old Highland Hornets and the Talmadge Blue Devils. You folks remember last year against Talmadge, the epic finish, epic buzzer beater to end the game. There's just one major issue. A lot of those stars from last year ain't on the team. They're seniors. So how do you respond from a phenomenal season last year when virtually more than half your team graduated? And furthermore, try to get something going, picking up right where they left off, especially after a great football season. Our opposition today, the Talmadge Blue Devils. This should be some entertaining stuff. I were to speak for myself, they're the good guys practicing their shot. I have no clue who the starting line consists of, but I do know that this is going to be a lot of fun tonight. Excuse me. It is nighttime. It is a school night. Don't expect the largest of student sections in the history of student sections, but you look all about here in the Highland High School gym in good old Granger, Ohio. Home of the best school in America. I'm pretty sure we all know that by now in the Highland Hornets. Last year we had what, 7 seniors? It was something crazy, 7 or 8, or I don't know. There were too many. This year we only have 4 seniors on this team. But hey, who knows what can happen? Who knows? I don't know. What I do know is that this should be a dandy, a rematch of last year's classic here at Highland High School. As the good guys will be taking on the Talmadge Blue Devils. Talmadge 0-1. They lost 56-50 to the Green Bulldogs earlier this season. This is our first game of the season. Who would have guessed it? I know I wouldn't have. Just kidding. You probably would have guessed it because it's the first broadcast for boys basketball this year. So there is that, ladies and gentlemen. There is indeed that. And with that, we'll say good evening, everybody down here on the basement where I'll be broadcasting at, not on the other one, because my good friend Logan Kane of Fire Alarm Chief 101 is doing the game today. So be sure to give him a look out there. He does himself a fine job. He's on the other side, but I'm Tommy Maroon for WHBW. Hit the like button, subscribe button, bell icon, all that great stuff. Still waiting for the good guys to come on down here and have fun out here and have the last pep talk, I ought to say. Yep, it's going to be a blast. I cannot wait for this one. If you can't wait, be sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, bell icon, because, I don't know, it's high school boys basketball. I know the football season ended. I know it didn't end the way we wanted, but it was a great season nonetheless. And besides, you haven't seen the last of Nick Tupkowski and J-Mo Gordon yet. You haven't seen the last of Jake Weber this year. So there is that. There is indeed that. And Henry Sauer, of course, not going to be in this year. He suffered that devastating injury in soccer earlier this year. So there is that. He's out in street clothes today, so we'll wait to see how the gang responds out here on this chilly Tuesday. It is very chilly, but I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. I'm going to have to get used to some of these names out here. Some are recurring from last year. The others, my friends, they're new names that haven't played varsity yet. But we'll see what they have in stock. I think we have a lot of good stuff in stock, if I were to say so myself. Yep, that's a lot of Vespas. Yep. Well, folks, tomorrow we're back at this gym, back to the old grind where the girls play pounding. And then Friday, you heard me, Friday, we're playing Barberton. Hopefully they don't back out of that game. Hopefully they don't back out of that game. Hopefully we'll win that game too. Hopefully we'll win this game as well. I want to be 3-0 this week. Last week we were 1-1, beating Aurora and losing to the Copley Indians. Yeah. Coach Tanner Hifkin, season number 3 here. He's got Keith Soise, Young, Bobby Bernard, Chris Sauer, and Billy Kirchner on his side as his trusty sidekicks. They do a great job, as we know by now, but I'm pretty sure we know that by now. JV lost in a pretty lopsided affair, 67-30. Freshman won about 34-29, I think. So it's 1-1 thus far tonight. We're trying to make it 2-1. That would be sweet. Will it happen is the big question, and the answer will be answered very shortly. And by very shortly, I mean about maybe 90 to 100 minutes by now. Maybe more. The practice shots. We're trying our perimeter shooting right now, so there is that on a chilly Tuesday night outside. But right here in this controlled gym, it's not that bad. I'll tell you that. It ain't too bad. Wow. What do we have here? We have ourselves 2 very good teams duking it out. Last year was a split. Both teams won at home, of course. Talmadge took us down pretty easily at Talmadge last year. And of course, we beat them on that incredible buzzer beater a year ago. But as mentioned, a lot of those casting characters gone from last year. They are in college now. So how will the underclassmen step up to the plate? Not too many guys returning. Not too many Watermen returning. Only guy I can think of that had significant. Only 2 guys I can think of that had significant playing time last year that are getting playing time this year. Obviously, Nick Dubkowski and Jake Weber, both of course receivers for the Hornets earlier in what was a phenomenal football season. So there is that. Can we step up to the plate and keep it up? Because it hasn't been easy in life, of course, hey, John. But it's always time to get something going. Hopefully we got something going. That's always your intent. And the good guys are ready to hit the locker room out there. They got their practice sweaters on, as they are looking forward to what should be going to see Jalen Gore, number 5. He's got one of our new uniforms out there. You can tell it's in script and not in, what do you call it? Not in those lucky letters like what we've seen in the past. Coach Tanner's going to address the gang. They're saying, we got a new TV in there, I'll tell you that. We got a brand new TV. And it's to watch film and stuff. Let's say it's to watch some games and stuff like in TV, but no. The TV's for filming, let me assure you. Let me assure you. Well, anyway, I can get again, right? How are you guys? Yep, I'll get you guys. Don't worry. We'll see in a minute. Oh, I thought you were referring to varsity. JV, of course, good game. Yeah. Thought they were saying varsity is going to blow out Highland, but no. I think they were alluding to the JV game. It's cold outside, but here it feels pretty nice. Saw Coach Soy. There's Coach Bobby. How are you, Coach? Good. He's right for tonight. You'd be right, too, if you've been waiting since late February for this to happen. I mean, it's been 9 months, I think. More than. But anyways, the good guys are out there looking forward to this one. Yes, sirree. Nope, so when. Henry, how are you? Good. You come back this year or? Okay, good. We'll hope to see you out there in no time. There, the coaches right there. All right, what should be a dandy. It is going to be a lot of fun tonight. The Sin section team tonight's supposed to be jerseys, but I don't even know if we're even going to have a Sin section. Remember, folks, this is a Tuesday. This is a school night. Yep, I remember my school nights here at Highland. I'm going to remember my college days, of course. At the oldest and greatest university in America. How are you? In Baldwin Wallace University. Of course, Saturday, I'm gonna have beat up. I graduate, which drives me not. But you ain't here to hear about myself. You're here to hear about those dudes right there. Yes. How are you guys? They're looking forward to tonight, watching their varsity peers play a game, and hopefully it will be us winning. Saw a tablet right there that someone was utilizing. Anyways, here's a look at roster, folks, in all its glory. That looks pretty nice, doesn't it? I think we can do a lot with it, folks. But if we do a lot with it, ooh boy, that's gonna be nice. Well, they got a lot of guys returning. They have a whole bunch of seniors. Oh, you God's a lot of seniors. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seniors. Count them all. Oh, you God, those are a lot. That's like us last year. Do we have what it takes to beat Talmadge again here? And will it be an epic fashion like last year? Or will it be like last year at Talmadge where they just have the upper edge and take us out pretty handily? Well, we won't know for about 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So there is that. There is indeed that. Coach Tanner talking things over with Talmadge coach, who's Justin Whittle. Now, Justin Whittle, of course, the head coach at Talmadge, is assisted by Brian McAlliard, Jordan Scariotis, and John Carnew. Landon Allen as the team manager. Last time we ever get to see these Blue Devils out here at this gym, unless we want to schedule them in a non-conference game, of course, but that'll only be in non-conference because the Suburban League has massive shakeups next year. You see Talmadge right there. You won't see them next year. Where they will be in what, the Metro, I think? Yeah, the Metro. Metro Athletic Conference. And so we got 2 minutes, 13 seconds, so it's go time out here. A good day for some high school boys basketball. The girls sit at 2-1. The boys sit at 0-0 in basketball. Let's try to be 1-0. Wouldn't that be swell? I think it'd be super swell. Yep, you know it, my friend. Steelers just getting their exercises and moves in. I don't know how they do it. I would break my neck if I did that. Good thing I'm not cheerleading. Good thing. Good thing is right. We got 80 seconds, so it's time to get the show on the road. Been a lot of fun for us. The question is, can we get that fun from the pregame and off season up and running in the regular season? Pray to God that we do it, folks. Because I tell you one thing, this Talmadge team's tough. They're mighty tough. So the starting lineup, national anthem, and all that great stuff Coming up in a minute. Cheer team right there. You got the varsity cheer team because I see JV and freshman, I would assume right there. At least I'd assume. But anyways, enough on that chatter. Because we're gonna have ourselves a fun one tonight. Highland Talmadge. Talk about ready to strike zero. It's going to be one thing, the national anthem, and starting lineups, because it's always the national anthem first time the starting lineups here at Highland. Don't know how we came up with that order, but hey, that's just how it is. Some schools do vice versa, where it's the starting lineups and the national anthem, but we do it the other way. The cheer team getting ready for what should be a fun one tonight. Again, I would probably dislocate something if I were a cheerleader, which is why I never cheered, unless you consider yelling into a phone and earbuds at the time, cheering them. By God, I was a cheerleader. But enough on that. We got ourselves a game out here tonight. Let's listen. Now I think is a good time to play some high school boys basketball out here. And good old Granger, Coach Chan with our last instructions as the gym is still dimly lit out here for the starting lineup. Don't see, whoa, sorry. Speaking of which, don't see the starting lineups up there, but oh well. Always forget when it comes to boys basketball, it gets sandwiched in between all the cheerleaders, which is I very little room to maneuver. What? Oh well. What are you gonna do about it? You're not gonna do a thing about it. Josh Butcher doing the tip off against number 4 Luke Straight, I believe. This is gonna be fun. Josh Butcher. As Dickler going on senior strong. Here we go. Hornets Blue Devils opening tip off won by the good guys. Great to have you aboard. Time manager, play-by-play announcer on this Tuesday evening. It starts with Jake Weber on the right side, giving it to Nick Dubkowski. Nick out to Josh Butcher. Josh number 20, just like his brother Zach, is Josh Butcher going to try tough 2. He missed, but he got it back. Pass it to Nick. Nick's thinking 3. That thing is a beauty. That thing is a beauty, and we attack first. Rusenko going to his right. He hands it off to number 5, Robbie Reed. The third out. Here they go. Number 3, Rusenko. Rusenko passing one. Number 5, Robbie Reed. Robbie Reed the third. Going to swing it out. Here they go. Lobbing one high underneath the bucket. Number 4 straight over Jimmo Gordon. Nope, he's going to pass it. And wide along number 5, Reed. He missed. Nick barely stays in bounds. Don't worry, folks. Nick on the right side. He's going to give one to Jake Weber. Jake steps back. Does he dare try a 3? No, he's going to give it to Josh, the 6'4" senior. Josh out to Carson Cope. Carson Cope, nice layup. 5-0. All right, things are going swimmingly for the Black and Green Brigade. Rusenko on it. Rusenko looking. Rusenko to the right. That's Anthony Bontempo. Bontempo gets past Nick, passes one underneath the bucket. And they still got Reed thinking 3. Reed gonna pass one back. Here they go. That's a tough 2. That's an air ball. Oh my. Oh my. Look straight the left-hander with one of the poorest shots I've seen tonight, and one of the fierce shots I've seen tonight too. 5-0 thus far. Highland is on top. Jake Weber yet again the board tonight. Jake Weber going to his left. Jake Allen off to Josh Butcher. Josh bounces on to J-Mo. Those 3 don't have a point yet. Carson Cope on it. Carson going to fire one to Josh. Josh has it poked up against right to J-Mo. Going back out to Carson Cope. Carson stops, pops, shoots, he scores. And it's already 7-0 through the first 2 minutes of this baby. Rusenko on it. Rusenko going to try to drive in. He steps back. Rusenko with some fancy moves towards trying the 3 and another miss. And now Josh Butcher on it. Josh out to Jake left side. He almost lost it, but don't worry, he's got it. Passing one to Carson. Carson with 4 today. Spinning. He's going to try a turnaround shot. Hey-oh! 9-0. And already the Hornets are burning the Blue Devils. A 30-second timeout for Justin Little already. Here's like Carson got hot. Carson Cope with 6 points. Let's not forget. Nick Dubkowski's got a 3 to his credit, too. All right, the Hornets are scorching. Talmadge could not ask for a better start than 9-0 for the first 2:23 in this ball game. So maybe some answers are already being answered, just like in football last year. All those concerns about, oh, you lost all these dudes out there in football. Look at what we did. Well, the music is still running. That's odd. And now it's not. Usenko passes on to straight. Straight passing one back. Here he goes, looking to find someone, handing it off. Now swinging it all out. Number 3, Chad Rusenko. Rusenko trying to find someone. He's going to lob one out to Reed. Reed against Josh Butcher, passing one in the corner. Here comes not a 3. Instead, Chris passes one to Rusenko. Rusenko stops, pops, shoots, he misses. They can't afford a bucket, can they, folks? Jake Weber's got it. Jake Weber in a 9-0 beatdown thus far. He's going to his right. He just burned a man. Jake looking. He's battling Carson. Carson's had the hot hand lately, and he continues to have the hot hand. He's got 8 of our 11 points as it's 11-0. Ignore what the scoreboard says. It's 11-0. Number 5, Robbie Reed, the third on it. On pace to beat them by about 88. Anthony Bontempo on it. Connor checking in that stud ball. Bontempo passes one to Robbie Reed. Robbie Reed going in. He's going to pass one in the corner. Here comes the 3. That shot is also no good. And it goes right back to Rusenko. That's got to be driving Coach Little nuts. Reed, he can't afford a bucket yet. And he still can't afford a bucket. Good, clean defense. Jake Weber, you know you want to give it to Carson. But Jake's going to try it himself and get fouled and go to the line. Almost halfway through the first quarter. This game got ugly and got ugly fast, ladies and gentlemen. Jake Weber going to the line. And it's 12-0. So Connor Dean in for J-Mo Gordon. He doesn't have a point yet, but, you know, that's going to change soon, hopefully. So a junior in for a senior. Jake Weber is going to miss it, but goes right to Nick Dubkowski. How about that? Jake Weber's got it. Halfway through the first quarter, it's 12-0. Good guy spanking Talmadge. Jake Weber trying to make it even worse out there. The runner, no good. Oh, wow. Here's 14, Caden Howard. Howard going to hand it off. Number 3, that's Usenko against Carson. Good pump fake. Number 10, Chase Chris. Chris going to his right. Chris is looking. Chris is going to hand one off. Here they go. Number 1, Caleb Kendrick. I'll try and drive in. This will be a top 2. I am the foggiest what Rusenko's doing right there, but I'm not going to complain as Nick Dubkowski's got wide open for 3, and he didn't get it. But Josh Butcher's right there trying to draw a foul. Doesn't draw a foul, but he does make it 14-0 as this game continues to get even worse for Talmadge. Caleb Kendrick got it. Kendrick passing it to Caden Howard. Howard out to Sanchez Chris. Chris passes one. Here they go. Caleb Kendrick lost something. That's out on them, right? Right. Nothing is going right for Talmadge as Colin Goldie, number 24, checks in. For number 11, Carson Cope. Why not Carson? He's had himself a good one today. 8 points. Jake Weber. Oh, they're trying to get that full court trap out there. We got to hurry as there's Josh Butcher on. Josh looking. Oh, want to move Josh Butcher. Oh, no, he didn't get a Colin Goldie right there, and he got it. 16-0. 5 minutes gone by in the game. Usenko out to Caleb Kendrick. Kendrick passes one to number 5, Robbie Reed. Reed passes one to number 10, Chris. Chris looking, Chase Chris looking. He's spinning. He can't do anything right now. He's going to try to do it over Colin. He spins, passes one wide open looking. They miss it. Nothing's going in. It's like a two-inch rim for Talmadge. And a 2-foot rim for the good guys. Jake Weber has it pumped out with 2:15 in the first quarter. As this first quarter continues to snowball for the Blue Devils. They're down in a 16-point, or yet to get on the board. Do the math. That's 16-0. Nick passes one to Jake Weber. Oh, you gods, this game's getting ugly. Jake Weber, nice spin move. He's going to try drive in. He's in trouble. He's going to try fend off. Number one kill Kendrick. He does. And now it's got Robbie Reed. And now Connor Dean going in. Connor Dean with a weak shot, but Collins all over it. Woggling back to Nick. Nick not taking a three, but Collins is going to pass one to Connor. Under 2 minutes. Here comes Nick with the ball. Now we're just holding on to the ball for dear life. Nick Dubkowski going to gun one to Connor Dean. He's thinking three. That thing is no good. It's all right. But Talmadge gets it, though, under 100 seconds in the first quarter. And here's a three from Caleb Kendrick, and they miss again. Connor Dean off to the races. Connor Dean stops, passes to Josh Butcher. He thought about a three, but doesn't take one. Number 10, Ashton Bubba will check in next stud. Ball's out. Ball's taken out. Number 2, Bontempo going in. Bontempo is fouled. And for the first time tonight, Talmadge can get on the board. That is the first foul by either school tonight. Well, this is exactly what the Blue Devils needed. A chance to go to the line to get something going, because nothing's going right. Anthony Bontempo in a 16-0 ball game. Can't afford the first one. They can't afford a single thing. Ashton checking in. He is 6 foot. He's a sophomore. He's in for Nick. So far, we're utilizing an 8-man rotation. We'll see if it throws or whatnot. So good shot. Oh, there goes the shot out. Oh, wow. Here's Connor. Might be gunning this one, Jake, and he does. He guns one back to Connor. Connor, look, he's got pass with Ashton. Ashton going right, pass with Colin, and now here's Jake. 1 minute in the first quarter. Oh, Jake Weber, nice move. Jake Weber, who I don't believe he's got 1 point today. Josh Butcher's got it. Josh is going to hand one off. Jake Weber's thinking three. That thing is gone. 19-1 in the first quarter. Kendrick got it. Caleb Kendrick looking. Passing what's number 14 kid at Heller. Heller out. Trying to find someone with number 2, Bontempo driving in. Here's Reed. Reed passing wide open. Looks for three. He can't get it. There he has to make a field goal tonight, and they only have 1 point. So Jake Weber with under 20 seconds in the first quarter, trying to find someone. He steps back, he spins Jake Weber. He's got 11 seconds to operate with. He's going to try going, he's going to pass one. Oh, there's Ashton thinking three, and it's no good. And it's taken away by Towns. You're going to have to put up a prayer. Oh, Connor deep. What a steal. And he almost put it in. But have no fear, the Highland Hornets came out vengeful, 19-1. I kid you not, 19-1. Nothing went right for Talmadge aside from one free throw that came via, let's see here, number 2, Anthony Bontempo. Bontempo had the only good thing for Talmadge, and that was a free throw. Otherwise, it was a 19-1 lacking in the first quarter. I'm pretty sure Justin Wu's going nuts right now. He can't believe what he's seeing. I mean, you remember last year, folks. They played us well. They were up by a lot heading into the break, and not to mention, they beat us bad in the second half last year. Now, of course, this was the first half, but still, we didn't see a 19-1 score in the first quarter at all last year. We did not. I'm sorry. I mean, you can mince words, you can say whatever, but you can also say this has not been good for the Devils. But this has been a whole bunch of fun for the Black and Green Brigade. Well, I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. Tuesday night here in good old Granger. 19-1. I am not exaggerating. The scoreboard there on the right of your screen says it. Caleb Kendrick's got it. There's Caleb Kendrick looking. He's going to hand it off to number 42, Georgia Van Horn, a freshman. Now number 15, that's Shane Rusinko spinning. He takes a deep two, and there's their first field goal of the night. Well, you know what they say, better late than never. Yep, Shane Rusinko made it. Here we go with Jake Weber. Jake Weber trying to find someone. Jake Weber may find J-Mo Gordon. No, he might find J-Mo indeed. Underneath the bucket, easy too. Oh, no, he didn't get it. Oh, no, he didn't get it again. Caleb Kendrick's got it. Kendrick trying to drive in. They're hoping that field goal sparks something inside them. Van Horn passes going back to number 1, Caleb Kendrick. Kendrick loads up, fires away, and gets it. That's a 3, folks. It's 19-6. It's actually a deep 2, I beg your pardon. It's 19-5. So they're on a 5-3 run, if that matters. They still got a long way to go. I mean, anything can happen, folks. Let me assure you that. J-Mo's got it. J-Mo out to Jake. Jake loads up, fires away with the 3 of his own, and can't get it to go. Caleb Kendrick passes when Jake tries to pick it off, but can't. Going in, that's a tough 2. That's a travel. Yeah, or an illegal screen or something like that. Illegal screen, I believe. Number 15, Shane Rusinko did it. Ashton checking out. Vulture's checking out. Collins checking out. As Dobbs and Josh check in. Nick is inbounding. Well, they haven't scored thus far in this quarter. Talmadge has got 4. That's all right. Jake's going to lob one out there to J-Mo Gordon. J-Mo to Josh, not taking the 3. Josh is going to try going. Josh, what a move, Josh Butcher, to make it 21-5. That was mighty impressive as the pass goes out to Van Horn. Georgia Van Horn out to Chad Rusinko. Rusinko swinging it all about the doubles. Number 1, Caleb Kendrick passes 1. Van Horn, and now here's number 3, Chad Rusinko. Rusinko guns one back, and Carson Cope says, let me take that. And Carson Cope's going in. And Carson passes one to Nick, not taking the 3. He's going to be in some trouble. He's going to pass one back to Jake in a 21-5 beatdown. Josh in the corner. Josh back to Jake. Jake looking. Jake going to his right. Jake, nice step back, staying in bounds, or maybe not. Or maybe not. Oh, wow. 21-5 here in the second quarter. We're winning, of course. Caleb Kendrick's got it. Kendrick in trouble. He's going to pass one back. Here they go. Number 15, Shane Rusinko. Here they go. Number 23, Chris Cluster. Now passing one all about number 15, Rusinko passing one. Shane Rusinko can't get it. It's out of bounds. Now they are ball. That will simply be our ball. Well, we've only scored 2 points thus far in the first or second quarter, rather. Talmadge outscores 4-2. Jake passes 1, J-Mo. J-Mo Gordon. Here's the hand it off. Josh Butcher. Good move by Josh. Josh driving in. Josh intro. Josh top 2 off the glass. And it's 23-5. Each score 4 points in the second quarter. Georgie Van Horn. The number 3, Chad Rusinko. Rusinko looking. Rusinko in trouble. Passing one back. That looks to be Caleb Kendrick. Passing one to another Blue Devil. Can't tell who it is right now. I apologize, but I can't tell you that Shane Rusinko's going in. The freshman is in a world of trouble. Rusinko passes underneath the bucket. That 2 ain't going in. Good D by Josh. Jake rifles one to Carson. And Carson Cope's going to make it look almost too easy. 25-5 out here in the second quarter. We're halfway through. Chad Rusinko on Josh Butcher. Josh Butcher on Chad Rusinko. Passing one back. Here they go. 15, Shane Rusinko. Rustenko steps back. He thought about three. Passes to 23. Just cluster. Okay, Kedrick going. Kedrick top two. I have no idea how he made that. And we're not pushing it forward. He went down, but hey, J-Mo Gordon's got it anyways. Gonna try to drive in. He might lose it. He gives it off to Carson Cope. Carson tried to pass what it's tipped, and Jake shot to get it. Jake does get. Carson's got 10, by the way. As Nick's on the left side, he's going to swing one. And that was a bad pass. Number one kill. Kendrick has it poked out. Good job there by Nick. But we'll lead to Talmadge ball. We will see J-Rob, Jackson Robertson. And who else? Number 35, Damian Serino. 25-7 here, but a sluggish second quarter for the good guys. Good thing we put up 19 in the first, because otherwise I'd be a little concerned. And Damian gets a foul on him. Luke straight goes to the line. It is 25-7 here with 3:26 in the first half. Straight with two shots. Carson's going to check in. Looks straight to left-hander. Stands at 6'5", and is a senior, and he will make the first. This second quarter has gone much better for Talmadge. You might as well say that. I mean, they've outscored us 7-6 in this second quarter thus far. Trying to make it 8-6 out here in the second quarter. Looks straight. Does just that. No threes for us in this quarter. Oh, boy, almost a bad pass, but Nick is right there. Firing one to Jake. Where do you have to get past midcourt, folks? Jake fires one. Jackson. Jackson out to Carson. He's thinking three. It's no good. Oh, boy, can't afford a three as of late. But we're still up by company amounts. There's a top two coming up. Air ball. Air ball. My 3:04 in the second quarter. It's 10 barking out stuff as Nick Domkowski will inbound to Jake Weber on the left side. We're gunning one. Good catch there by Carson. Carson out to Damian. Damian Serino. Now here is Jake passing one Jackson. Jackson out to number 2, Jake. Jake going in. Jake with a crazy shot, and he's going back to the line. He's 1 for 2 at the line today, Jake Weber. Jake Weber's got 4 points tonight. We're going to make at least 5, maybe 6. First shot, he got it. Nice. It was indeed nice. He's got it to 26-9. Here comes the second shot out of Jake Weber, and he drills it as well. Thus making it 27-9. You triple Talmadge's points. It's a tie game. Reed on it. Reed going to give one right side. Not going to take the third side going in. Passing one. Jake Weber tries to take it. Oh, my. That was a nice effort, but it goes out of bounds on Jake with 2:32 in the second. We're going to see a good chunk of substitutions out there. At least 3, maybe 4. Which Terrence says, hey, get out there, J-Mo. Why not? So we got Connor Dean back in, Colin Goldie back in, Josh Butch and J-Mo Gordon back in too. 2:32 here in the second quarter. Robbie Reed the third on it. Reed passing one, not taking the 3, driving in. That's a tough, crazy shot. Josh may have done some fouling. In fact, I think Josh did do some fouling. Well, a third of their points tonight have come from the free throw line. Try to make it about 5-12, if not too fast. Number 14, Caden Heller. And it rims out. It rimmed out as here comes the second shot on the way. That does not rim out. That, in fact, went it. So here is Jake Weber on it. Or not Jake Weber, Connor Dean. I'm so used to last year, excuse me. Jake Weber's nowhere to be found out there, I don't think. No, he's not. Josh Butcher has it. 27-10. Josh Butcher stopping, spinning. Nick Dubkowski on it, firing one to Connor. Connor going in. Connor stops, passes it to Nick. Nick going in. Nick Dubkowski, that's a tough shot. Doesn't have touch. But Chamo got it. Now Nick thought about three, but goes in. He's gonna miss it poorly. Got it back though. We're getting good offensive rebounds. And then trying a very wacky pass. Reed goes back. And straight gives it back to Robbie Reed. Here they go, swinging all about. Here comes the three on the way. But it's just still holding on to his timeouts. But we thought Talmadge scored 12 in this quarter. We've only scored 8. Now, I know you still got a comfy lead, and 18 was your peak, and 14, 18 ain't that far, but still. Gordon looking, gives one right to Robbie Reed the third. And Robbie Reed the third is going to go to the line. With 67 seconds in the second quarter. Damo commits the foul. Robbie Reed going to try it. That's a little short. He's frustrated out there. They've had 4 of their points come from the line tonight as Jake checks in for Nick. When Talmadge got back in for him with 67 seconds left. Only 8 points for us in this quarter. They have 13. 13 now. They only had 1 in the first quarter, which was pretty bad, but they have obviously stepped it up. Jake Weber, illegal screen. Who was it? That also Gordon? Nope, that's Josh Butcher. I think that's 2 now for Josh tonight. Looks like we're going to bring out Carson Cope for Josh. 58.6 seconds remain in the second quarter. Talmadge trying to make a furious effort at a comeback. They have 16 minutes after this to string it up and keep the momentum on their side. Full. Cinco gives one off to Chris Preston. Now here's number 5, Robbie Reed. Reed spinning. Reed almost saw about 3 passes going to look straight. Number 15, Chandler Cinco passing one back, and now number 10 is Chris. Chris passing going back, and now here they go. Just a touch to the left side. Number 14, Caden Heller in trouble. Heller can't find anybody as he gives it off, and now Caden Heller with a crazy shot. They call a very, very late foul. Carson Cope did the fouling. That's his first of the night. So far, not that much foul trouble for the good guys as Rick and Jackson will be checking in. There's a good look at Howard going to the line and Caden missing. Oh, he can't believe it. They're struggling at the line tonight. Almost half their free throws ain't going in. (27-14) with 23.4. Here we go again. Second shot coming up. It is no good again. I'd hold it for the last shot if I'm the Hornets. I think that's a good idea, folks. 14 seconds. Jake Weber trying to drive in. He's trying to step back. No one got shot off. Jake almost lost it, but he's still on. Trying to do it himself, but gives it to J-Mo Gordon underneath the bucket. Nick White alone for 3. Got it! I'll take it to the half with a 30-14 cushion. That pretty much snuffed out their momentum and snuffed it out fast. (13-11) in that second quarter. Devils took it, but they're not on the right end of this one. They're down 30-14, which is good because we need to do something out here, folks. We're doing something out here, I'll tell you that. So now the ever so important 10-minute break. Excuse me, folks. Just trying to adjust my AirPods out there. Talmadge and Justin Hall cannot be liking this. Or their Blue Devils. Where's Blue Devils are getting absolutely walloped. 30-14 out here. And good old Granger. A lot of people here for a middle school band concert. How about that? How about that is right. There's indeed a band concert. And it looks as if the band concert just let out. At least that's what it seems like. It is 30-14. Meanwhile, at the gym, it looks like there are a bunch of people all crowded all over the place, just greeting each other after what I assume was a good band concert. You would assume, at least. Well, we have ourselves a 16-point lead, of course. We're trying to keep it up. Holiday Christmas concert going on. We got 16 days till Christmas, which drives me nuts. Yeah, it's the 9th. So I'm right, like I always am. I'm always right. You know me by now. Well, it's really darn crowded out here. Yep, everybody's having fun. How are you? How are you? Yep. Grand concerts, everybody's just having fun from it, I suppose. I would suppose correctly. Excuse me. We are ahead 30-14. You know, my friends, if you double Talmadge's points, they're still sitting on the wrong end of this baby. 30-28, but it's 30-14. Talmadge good team right there. So there is that. Everybody gonna kick out these Hornets thus far. How are you guys doing? How are you guys? Good. Can't complain about this game, can you? Exactly. I thought so. Well, folks, everything you need to know is right there. 10 points for Mr. Cope as we got a jam-packed student section out here tonight. I think we gotta wait. We'll get you guys in a minute. As it is a good game for the good guy. 30-14. They're having fun out there, I can assure you that. And Coach Uska's got to tell us, hey, last year when we played Talmadge, they were up by a giant lead at the half, and we ultimately, of course, came back to win that one. So, hey, anything can happen, let me tell you that. But just judging by how things have been going thus far, judging by how this crowd's been tonight, might as well say this one's going to be hopefully a good second half for us. They won. I'm so sad about it. But everybody right here having a blast in the student section. They only had 1 point in the first quarter, the Talmadge Blue Devils. Well, guys, how are you? Good, good. What are your thoughts on the first half? Cooper Dan, good. Oh, he's getting all the rebounds in the world. Definitely makes up for the 0 points, but obviously it happened. It is 30-14. Jacob, what are your thoughts on this game? What are your thoughts on this game? All right, yeah, we saw him out there in the first half, so never. You were rooting for Mount Union the other day, so they're just bandwagoning by now. Well, it's never going to happen because I don't have any cash for it. Yeah, it's really stupid. You're not supposed to like John Carroll. Bam! I hear you're a John Carroll fan. What gives? You're a John Carroll fan. Why? That's called 1994. Yeah, but still, at least we have dignity. No. How about Baldwin Wallace? If you're gonna say our name, at least say it right. You don't even know what our team name is. We are not. Well, you'd be horribly mistaken. No, we are not. These guys don't know a thing about PW. It's such a shame. What's not a shame is I apologize for the camera right there. Apologies for the camera once again. But what I won't apologize for is a 30-14 smackdown by the Black and Green Brigade. Courtesy of a 19-1 first quarter. And let's hope we got more in the tank. We just dominated every aspect. Scored the first what? 16 points. Scored the first 16 points of this basketball game. And Talmadge is yet to recover. It's been 14s on the board ever since. And obviously, things could not be going any worse for the Blue Devils. It's a really bad start for them. Justin Little can't like what he's seeing right now. The team lost to a green team by 6. The Green Bulldogs 56-50. A green team that's usually good in basketball, at least historically, at least. We keep on saying at least for some odd reason. That's the read. Will we continue our first half dominance? That's something we will figure out very, very shortly. Shots going in right now for us. We're having the ball start off the third quarter. There have been no jump balls, no possession arrows, I ought to say, thus far tonight. Neither school has been in the bonus. It could change soon, though, folks. It could change. But until then, we're still waiting for the Black and Green Brigade and Talmadge Blue Devils to resume play in half number 2. $30-14, good guys. Just beating down the Blue Devils. Has not been the easiest for them tonight. But we'll see what happens eventually out here. We have less than a minute till it's time to get this go back up and running once again. Ain't nothing being said in the live chat. Kind of disappointing. But, you know what they say, it is what it is. You know, for a school night, that's not a bad turnout for a student section. I'll be the first to say that. It is a school night, too. I guys got the memo to wear a jersey. By what I mean, not even half. But it's cool. It's cool. How are they going to be able to do that when it's cool? $30-14. Good guys have taken it to Talmadge thus far. Now the cheerleaders are running up here because they got to get the crowd all riled up. And with more media and cameras out here, I have even less room to maneuver. Oh, wow. Jake's got it, and the second half is underway. We got a starting five, of course, out there. There's a good pass to Josh Butcher. Josh Butcher looking. Josh gonna try to drive in. Josh in trouble. Josh passes Demo. Demo Gordon tough too. He can't finish. He's still got Donut on the score sheet. Number 5, Robbie Reed's got it. Reed on the right side. Robbie Reed looking. 30 seconds elapsed in the third quarter. Robbie Reed passes one. Here they go. Now underneath the bucket. That 2-pointer is good by Anthony Bontempo. So they're slowly but surely chipping at this lead. Josh has a wide open Carson to his left, but Josh trying to do it himself, and that didn't work out. Demo tips it right to Talmadge, however. Here they go. Number 3, Chad Rusinko. Now there's a heap. Carson intercepts it. Carson Cope's got Chad Rusinko. Oh, he tried to dunk it, but he gets fouled and got it. Carson Cope pulls 32-16. Looked like he was trying to go for the two-handed slammer, but fell down at the last minute, but didn't matter because he got fouled and still got the bucket. Carson with the dozen tonight in this contest, as mentioned earlier. He's got still 12. Looks like we may have done something out there with 63 seconds. Jeremiah Gordon commits his second foul of the night. In a 32-16 ball game, you double Talmadge points. We're tied. Number 5, Robbie Reed III. Robbie Reed goes to his right pass, looks at Cherusinko. Cherusinko, high pass, that's Luke Straight. Luke Straight. Gunning one back out, Robbie Reed. Robbie Reed steps back. Robbie Reed fires one right side. Trying to get something. It may have been rejected there by Josh. Heaves one to Josh. Josh trying to go in. Josh to Carson Cope. He got it. And it's 34-16. Time for our largest lead of the night. 18-point lead as Robbie Reed's got it. Number 3, Chad Rusinko to number 4, Straight. Oh, Straight's got a lane. Straight, tough too. He slices, dices, shoots, and scores. So Luke Straight with 4 points. Jake Weber with 2 minutes gone by, almost in the second half. Jake Weber driving in. Jake crazy shot. Oh boy, you're good. Jake's going to the line. It's all right. He'll be shooting 2. Rusinko lands up a good game last year against us, if I'm not mistaken. Nowhere to be seen tonight. No plates, 2 fouls. Ooh, Jake can't get the first one ahead. Jake, the 5'11" junior, star receiver, of course, for the Hornets. Had a bunch of good catches in the football season this year, as he will get the second, so everything's all good. 17-point lead. Chad Rusinko, and now Reed passes it back to Rusinko. Right side, number 10, Chase Tristan. Now here's Rusinko, or Reed, I beg your pardon. And Robbie Reed with the runner and can't finish. Gordon's really grabbing a bunch of boards out there. As Josh Butcher almost lost. In fact, he did lose it. And in fact, they will try to get away with it. And that will simply be a jump ball. Oh, no, it's a travel. Hey, I'll take it. It's a travel with 2:26 gone by in quarter number 3. Take to inbound. Leaves one out to Josh. Josh had Carson, but gives one to Jake instead. Jake Weber to his right, gives one off to Carson Cope. Carson, nice move. Stop, pop, shoot, miss. Bontempo, now here's Rusinko. He's fouled. He'll have his first chance to score tonight. His Blue Devils down 17 to the good guys. Don Goldie will check in next dead ball, or check in after the first shot, I ought to say. Rusinko goes to the line. Rusinko drills the first to make it 35-19. So Colin Goldie is in for the good guys. Second shot, likewise good. Jake Weber. Fires one to Carson. Carson going in. Carson has that one out on them. Right. That was number 10, Chase Cresto. Popped it out. 2:50 gone by in the third quarter. Jake's got to find someone. He can't find anybody until he finds Josh Butcher. Good job by Josh to find his way to the ball. He's looking, passing it way back to Jake Weber. Good standing yelling at Jake, telling him what to do indeed. Jake Weber is still on it. Passing on to Colin. Colin guns one to Nick. He's got 2 threes tonight. Passes on to Jake. Jake going in. Oh, what a move. And he can't finish. He got a little too fancy. Anthony Bontempo lost it. Colin passes it to Jake. Jake Weber out to Josh Butcher. Josh out to Colin. Colin's blocked. And Shevchenko here going to the heavens. That one's tipped out. And what a save by Nick Dubkowski. Got it off to Carson Cove. And there's a pass that tipped. Nick gets it. And that falls down on Talmadge right. I'm right. 4:19 in this third quarter. And it looks like Tanner's going to say, okay, this is not going that well thus far. Timeout. $35-20. It'll be a full timeout with the good guys. Still with a nice little cushion out here. It was 30-14 at the break, if I'm not mistaken. Cheerleaders having fun out there. And each school has 4 timeouts left in their pocket. Yes. Should be a good finish. I know it's only halfway through the third quarter. I know we got 15-point lead, but still, things are looking upwards for us. Let's keep it that way. I'd like to keep it that way, folks. Yes. Still waiting for the good guys to break huddle. Off by a 2 touchdowns, 1 PAT, and a 2-point conversion. But this ain't football. This is boys basketball. And I see Connor Dean, number 1, checking in. He's 5'10", 150, and a junior. Nick will inbound. But to whom? To Connor Dean. Connor out to Jake. He's got wide open. Nick Dubkowski is here. Going to do the double team. And a foul called on Talmadge. Number 3, that's Rusenko with foul number 3. 4-14. There's Nick. Firing one back to Jake. Jake on the left side. Jake to the right, passing one to Connor. Connor to Nick. Almost lost. In fact, he did lose it. Bontempo driving in, and he makes a crazy shot, and it looks like Nick may have done some foul. Sure enough, he did. His first of the evening. Bontempo back to the line. Trying to make it at least a 14-point affair out here. Bontempo drills the first. Now 3 subs checking in here for Talmadge. At least I think. No, just 2. As number 14, Caden Heller will be checking in for Bontempo, I would assume. As he's still on near the bench, and that one's good, and Bontempo does indeed check out He's got 5 points, 3 of them from the line, if I'm not mistaken. The doubles got down to 13. Jake Weber on the right side. It's in trouble. Josh Butcher got it. And now Nick Topkowski, he thought about 3, and he made on some traveling. Shot wasn't going in anyway. Yes. Georgie Van Horn will inbound to Caleb Kendrick. Kendrick on the left side. Kendrick passes once at number 42, Bad Horde. Bad Horde bounces once to number 10. That's just Chris. Chris in trouble. Passes one. Here's number 1. That's Kendrick. Caleb Kendrick, top 2. He's fouled. He got it. We really let Talmadge have a say in this thing. It was kind of that did the foul. They've got it to 11. They can get to 10. Pending the free throw. It was 18 at its peak and 18 at its peak in the third quarter, too. Connor out, Carson in. Caleb Kendrick trying to capitalize on the 3-point play, folks. He does. He's got 7. Got to find someone. He finds Jake Weber, and now a 10-point contest. Talmadge really clawing their way back there right after they were up for that. Jake for Colin, right side, nice bump fake. He's going to pass on Carson. Carson looking. Carson top 2. He lays it up. He lays it in. That's nice. That's nice. 16 for Carson. Oh, my goodness. Caleb Kendrick to the left side. That's Georgia Van Horn. And now Kendrick. Kendrick, he may try 3 or may try spin. He almost lost it, but the 2 is short. And Carson Cope almost lost it there. But Carson's still on it. And he passes on to Josh on the right side. Josh Butcher driving in, lays it up the left-handed layup. Works to perfection, trying to snuff out the Blue Devil momentum. 39-25. Caleb Kendrick driving it. Kendrick almost lost. He's got tall test against Carson, but the 3 ball is not going to look good. Tipped right to Carson. Carson to Jake. 2:26. Carson's got it. Carson go past little Jake Weber. Not going to try the 3 just yet. He's 17. Good move by Jake Weber. My goodness. And Jake Weber lost it. No, out on Talmadge. Kendrick trying to plead his case. The Talmadge faithful trying to plead their case. And we're going to give him. Well, they gave him a technical. I thought Finn's actually making a tee out there, but I guess not. 2:13 in the third quarter. Josh Butcher just holding on to that ball. Now Josh Butcher going in. Pass going to Jake. Good move, Jake Weber. Jake Weber. Whoa, he's fouled. He goes back to the line. Can't do that, folks. Looked like that was 15 Shane Rusinko on the foul. He's got a 5th of their points tonight. Jake goes to the line. Jake drills the first. Jake Weber going to try it again. See what he can do. Really, that's what he can do. 41. And Coach Tanner wanted a sub, didn't get one. Caden Howler in trouble. Howler, the 6'1" senior, still on it. He's going to give one off the 15 Shin Rusinko. Rusinko spinning, stepping back. Rusinko in a world of trouble until he lays one up and can't lay it in. Josh Butcher on it. Largest lead tonight, 16. Can we make it 18 or 19? Maybe 17. Who knows? Jake with 95 seconds in the third quarter gives one off to Carson Cope. Gives it off to Jake Weber. Gives it off to Colin Goldie. Colin to Nick in the corner. Nick to Josh. Josh may have done some charging and sure enough he did. Third foul tonight for Josh, who also has 8 points. Ashton Gleba is in for the good guys. We'll see what Ashton can do. We'll see what J-Mo can do, too. J-Mo will be checking in for Josh. Obviously, foul trouble for Josh with 3 on the night. Now number 5, Robbie Reed. The third is on it. Blue Devils still down deep. Caleb Kendrick's got it. Kendrick passes it to number 14, Caden Howler. Howler out to number 5, Robbie Reed. Reed trying to drive in. Reed passes one back. Here's the 3 on the way. Got it. That's Chad Rusinko for you, folks. And now a 13-point game. Nick Dubkowski on the right side. What's that, man? Carson Cope's got it. Carson, we got to pass midcourt eventually. Jake does just that. He's got to pass it. Finds Ashton. Ashton out to Jake. Jake to Nick. Nick to Carson. Right side. Carson, our lead man tonight. Pass going to Nick. Nick has 2 threes tonight, but doesn't take the 3. And a whistle and a Tanner Huska timeout. We'll see if it's a 30-second one or a 60-second one. It's a 30-second one with 39.3 left in quarter number 3. Our score, Highland 41, Talmadge 28. Ain't no complaints about how this game's fared, folks. It was 19-1 after the first quarter without it. Oh, brother, 27-22. 27-22 without that first quarter in favor of Talmadge. So good thing we had that first quarter go really in our favor, folks. 39.3 remains. Still, we have 8 more minutes left in this basketball contest. Talk of a game, you can say that again. Talmadge fell down really, really bad. 19-1, 16-0, and what was it, 34-16, but they've tried. They've been trying to make this thing look a little more manageable. Nick passes one to Ashton. Ashton Glaba has that one taken away. Charasinko's got 2 very easy points. Trying to lead down to 11. Obviously, got hope for the last shot. J-Mo wide alone. We'll see what J-Mo Gordon does. He's going to try to spin. That one shot down and goes right to number 14, Caden Howler. Rusinko again. No foul, no bucket. Trying to plow his way away, and there's a foul called. Ashton's going to the line. Number 14, Caden Howard did the foul. As Ashley Gueva goes to the line. The 6-foot sophomore. The good guys that had 41-30. Ashton gonna try it. Try 2 shots at this. All right, that's good. Got to a dozen. Rusinko talking with the ref probably about how he wasn't fouled on that last play. He thought he got fouled, but he wasn't. Here comes shot number 2. Ashton drilled it. And now Connor Dean says, I'm going to check in for Ashton. Why not? Why not? 10.8 seconds left. So this third quarter ends. No fouls this Tanner. Rusinko goes right, fires 1. Number 14, Howler. Okay, Howler passes one in the corner. Reed for 3. He didn't get it. That takes it to the end of the third. Well, the good news for Talmadge is they outscored us in the second quarter. They outscored us in the third quarter. The bad news is it was by the slightest of margins. When I say the slightest of margins, I mean the slightest. Good guys, 43, Talmadge 30. No jump ball in this contest thus far. Go to look at the Highland High School gym. As we played 3 quarters in this thing, we've taken 2 timeouts in this thing. Those Devils have taken just 1 on this good old Tuesday night. Good guys right there. Having some fun. Well, you can't have too much fun because Talmadge could Every could try a furious comeback. It hasn't happened yet. They need 8 minutes to string up something. Anything can happen. Let me tell you that. 43-40. Black and Green Brigade on top. Looks like there's some friendly conversations between the official and some of the students out there. That's pretty funny. So the good guys break cuddle out there. The cheerleaders making their way over. So just get talking with one of the officials out there. Don't know who the officials are. I apologize. What I want to apologize for is the lead by the Baker's dozen. Fourth quarter begins with Robbie Reed getting the ball. Reed passes on to number 1, Caleb Kendrick. That ball gets tipped out on Nick. 8 seconds gone by in quarter number 4. He's got to find someone. He finds number 3, Cheddar Cinco. Reed, that is. Cinco back to Reed. Reed to Bontempo. Bontempo not gonna take a 3. There's Reed. Rusenko. Rusenko with a nice shot, making an 11-point ball game again. Jake to Josh. Josh in trouble. He's really in trouble. Pass on Jake. Jake guns one out to Connor. Connor back out to Jake while we're good. Pump fake again and misses the shot. Bontempo hurries in, and Carson Cope tries to pick it off. He fails. And Kendrick loads up, fires away, and misses. And it's ripped away. Jump ball. 48 seconds gone by in the fourth quarter. Luckily, it's our ball. Nick to inbound. He inbounds to Jake. He's going to hit the double team. Now Nick off and running. Back out to Jake Weber. Jake to his right, trying to find some dude out there. He finds Josh Booker, passing one to Nick. And that one taken away by number 3, Chad Rusenko. Rusenko now driving in. It's a good shot there by Anthony Bontempo. And now they got to single digits, our largest lead. With 18, they have sliced it in half full. Jake to Carson. Not going to take a 3. He lost it, but that's a block. Ooh, thank God that's a block, because if that ain't a block, that's Talmadge blue double ball. Caleb Kendrick commits the foul. Trying to find someone. Good catch there by Josh pushing out. Jake Weber loads up Parkway. He needs this, and he doesn't get it. Carson is right there, right place, right time, and he has it picked off by number 1, Caleb Kendrick. And good moves by Caleb Kendrick indeed. He takes the top 2, and he got it plus the foul. Oh, my goodness. We might have a ball game here, folks. They've got it within 7. Then Connor did the fouling. Oh, boy. No sign of J.Mo Gordon out there. I think he's the only non-starter. He's the only starter that's not in, I ought to say. As the Devils have us within 6. They're playing us honest all of a sudden. Do we get too arrogant? Do we get too cocky? Oh, boy, Caleb Kendrick picks it off. No, number 5, Reed did. Here's the 3 coming up. It's good. You got to take a timeout sometime soon, because the Blue Devils have just made this a ball game. Chad Rusenko drilled the, what was it, 43-30. They scored 10 unanswered. 10 unanswered for Talmadge. And you look at the scoreboard right there, folks. It was looking good, an 18-point lead, but in a shocking development, the Blue Devils have narrowed the gap to 3, if there's hardly a gap at all. No points for us thus far in the fourth. 10 for Talmadge. Wow. That ain't good. When I say it ain't good, I mean it. If there were to be an event of a jump ball, it would be devil ball. 18-point lead. That's more than halfway to a running clock, by the way. That was after the first quarter. That was in the third quarter, too, when we had an 18-point lead. Now the Blue Devils playing us pretty darn good. We do have ourselves a nerve-wracking game now. Bench clapping each other on. We got our starting five out there. Looks like Connor's sent on down. Full court heat. It works a lot of the time. Oh, you've got to be kidding. It's out on Jake Weber. Full court heat, my friends. It ain't nice. But you don't see it more often than not. Usenko. High pass. Good catch there by Kendrick. Kendrick out to 5 Reed. Reed on it. Reed hands it off to Bontempo. Bontempo out to Usenko. Usenko drives in, passes it back. That's Reed. And now number 2, that's Bontempo. Here they go. Defense clapping each other on. Number 1, Caleb Kendrick passes it to number 3, Chad Usenko. Now here they go. Passing one to number 1, Caleb Kendrick. Kendrick looking. Kendrick gonna try drive in. He's in trouble. He may have done some traveling. Sure enough, he did. That's our ball. Sure enough, he did. Dubkowski's got to find someone. He finds Jake. Try and get that full court trap. But he's got Josh on the right side. May want to look out from behind. Josh with the double team. Passing on to Nick. Nick to Jake. No points plus in the score thus far. There's a heave by Nick to Carson. Good catch. Carson to Nick. Nick trying to find someone. Nick to JMO. JMO looking. JMO tough 2. He didn't get it. Oh, he still got done. Scoreboard going out on JMO. It's 2:44. Gone by in the 4th. This is not good. Talmadge can get at least 2 points with 1 free throw, 1 with a 2, and tie it with a 3. On tempo. On tempo. Passes one back to Rusinko. Rusinko driving in. Rusinko passes. Oh, no. Here's Robbie Reeves for 3, and he missed. Tip. Good save by Rusinko. Rusinko. Timeout by Talmadge. They have 3 left. We have 2. Ever since we took a timeout, they haven't had a point ever since. That's good. There's one major downside. You play 3 minutes and 4 seconds of this 4th quarter. You haven't scored either. It's rather frustrating. 43-40. We all remember last year's game. It was us that was down bad in the first half, us down bad in the second half, and heading into the 4th quarter, and then ultimately came back with that Walker heave of a 3 that won the ball game. Talmadge looking to return the favor. Maximum lead for us, 18. Maximum lead for Talmadge, I believe that would be 0. It is 0. Rusinko gets it back. Tarasenko to his right. Tarasenko steps back against a tall guy like Josh. That won't be easy. Caleb Kendrick's got it. Caleb Kendrick steps back. Caleb Kendrick passing going to Robbie Reed. Reed out to 2. That's Bontempo. Bontempo out to Rusinko. Rusinko driving in. Rusinko prayer of a shot. I didn't think so. Josh Butcher got it. Josh may want to look out. Almost halfway through this 4th quarter. Jake Weber's got it. Jake looking. Jake driving in. Jake Weber stops. Passing on to Nick. Good pump fake. Nick Dubkowski has that thing swatted. Oh, the slot team looked straight, just did that. And now here's the 3. This ball game will be not tied. Oh, my. He barely got that thing off and couldn't put it in. Jake Weber's got it halfway through the 4th now. And Jake is fouled. He got it. He got it. Jake Weber is hyped. He's super hyped. And he's got 11 points, too. Our first points of this fourth quarter. And just like what I said for Talmadge in the first quarter, barrel ate the number. Took us 4 minutes and 3 seconds, folks. Jake makes it a half a dozen lead. Half a dozen point lead. Caleb Kendrick's got it. Kendrick's the number 2 on tempo. Now number 10, that's Chris. Chris bounces one. Oh, it's a little too far for number 2, Anthony Bontempo. Talmadge far from out this one just yet as Josh Butcher has the lane. Perhaps he might capitalize on it. Or walk past one back out to Jake Weber. Here's the 3, and he rimmed it. Good rebound there by Heller, slicing through everybody, passing one Kendrick, passing one to the right side. Now back out to Caleb Kendrick. That's a tough 2. No foul, no bucket, thankfully. Josh Butcher's got it. Hands it off to Jake Weber. Jake turns on the Jets. Passes one. Carson thought about a 3. I don't know why he didn't. Hey, that's why. It's 48-40. Everyone's got to get back. 8-point lead for the Black and Green Brigade. Robbie Reed out to Caleb Kendrick. 3 minutes. Kendrick passes one back to 14. Caden Heller. They need a bucket here. Heller pump fakes, loads up, fires away. Speak of the devil. The Blue Devils down within 5. Jake Weber slowly but surely going to try to get past Nick Corey. Does just that. He's going right to number 5, Reed. There goes Bontempo. He blows the layup, but it goes right back to number 1, Caleb Kendrick. That's a 3-point game with 2.5 in the fourth. Talmadge just got back in it. Jake has it shot down. That's how Talmadge, right? Good. 2:19. All of a sudden, they're playing us honest, folks. Playing you honest ain't necessarily a good thing, especially when you're up 19-1 and 34-16 at one point in this ball game. Jake with 2:15. We're squeezing out everything out of these guys. Well, the starting 5 out lead. Nick to Josh. Josh loads up fired. The way that thing is no good. When Nick got it back. And Nick Dubkowski got it. 50-45. Good stare. Telling us to push it. As are the rest of the coach. Chris Sauer and Isaiah Young. Chad Rustinko. Rustinko out to Reed. Reed bounces on driving in. That's a tough 2 foul. Got it. Foul, and he got it. Chase Chris on the board for the first time tonight. Jake Weber did the fouling, his first of the night. Josh Butcher leads us with 3 fouls. Chris trying to make it a 2-point ball game with 1:44. He did just that. And each school now has 2 timeouts left in their pocket. It'll be a full timeout with 1:44 left in regulation, bare minimum. Oh boy, this cannot be good if you are a Highland Hornet. And trust me when I say it as a Highland alum, this ain't good. It was 43-30 after 3. They about scored us 18-7 in this fourth. Oh, you God, this is scary. Anyways, folks, you ought to know my name by now. I'm Tommy Maroon for WHBW. Be sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, bell icon on these videos because usually it's a little bit better than having a fourth quarter meltdown. I'll tell you that. Hopefully we hold on. That is what you pray the good Lord for, folks. Good crowd on hand for a Tuesday night season opener, home opener. Talmadge brought themselves a decent amount of fans. They got some good fans, I'll tell you that. Hornets play them, I'll tell you that too. They usually have themselves some good teams out there. But they're going to the Metro next season. Each school 2 timeouts. Each school has done 2 fouls in this quarter. Jake Weber. Jake Weber's got to hurry. Turns on the Jets' right side. Gonna try to do it himself for a professional and Josh Butcher, who has that thing denied out on us. Oh, Coach Sanders can't believe it. Victor Huska trying to talk. He's not a fan of that call. What I do know is that there are 88 seconds left. The Talmadge can at least tie it. Well, this is not good. Let me assure you that. Let me read the third. Passes one. Now here they go. Caleb Kendrick. Kendrick had to poke out, but Bontempo's at the right place at the right time. They could hold it for the last shot if they desire. Kendrick's got it. Passes it to number 2, Bontempo. Bontempo out. Number 10, Chris going in. Chris is fouled. Oh, no. Oh, thank God he missed. Thank God he missed. Jake Weber, number 2 on the night from foul wise. Chris could tie it with 2 for 2, perhaps. 67 seconds left in regulation. He drills the first, making it a 1-point game. Jake is out, Colin is in. Or maybe Jake is in, J-Mo is out, and Colin's in. Nick and Colin switch sides with 67 seconds left. Robbie Reed with 67 seconds looking to knot it up. Oh, he missed. Nick Dubkowski's got to kill clock out here while taking a good shot, perhaps. Of course, there ain't no shot clock in high school, but there is less than a minute. And Jake Weber looking. Jake in trouble. Jake spitting. Jake has it poked out. That's out on them. Right. 52.7 left in regulation. Rusinko in for Heller. Weber. He's going to get catch by Josh. Carson Clapman for it. Great pass on Josh Butcher. Josh Butcher almost too easy. It is 52-49. He's got 10 points. Got to play for a 3 through Talmadge. Robbie Reed passes one. Here's a high heave and a good catch there by Caleb Kendrick. Here's the 3 on the way. There's a foul. Oh, my goodness. You have got to be kidding me. Talmadge has miraculously tied this at 52. Colin Goldie on the foul. Well, Coach Huska burn a timeout. You would assume he would. And he's asking for a timeout. He's asking for a timeout. Is he going to get it? 32.9. He's looking to ice. Ice the guy going to the line. 30-second timeout, and things just got pretty bad. Pretty fast, too. A 13-point lead heading into the fourth quarter evaporated. An 18-point lead at its peak in the third quarter completely gone as well. Coach Huska got to be sweating like crazy. His Hornets, we've given up 22 points in this fourth quarter. Talmadge has only surrendered 9. Please, dear God, he's got to miss this. There's plenty of time. Unlike last year where we had 3.3 to chalk up something. But still, with half a minute left in the ball game. On tempo, try and give Talmadge their first lead of the night. Student section going nuts as on tempo calmly drills it. And for the first time all night, Talmadge is winning. They're going crazy. Jake Weber. Jake bounces one to Nick. Jake. J-Mo Gordon. Oh no, he's blocked. There's a foul. Right. 15.8. They call a foul. They do call a foul. There's 15.8. Holy cow. Josh Butcher, I believe, will be going to the line with 15.8 in regulation. All of a sudden, a scary feeling inside your stomach, I'll tell you that. Jeff, we're tied. 53 is on the board. Goddard checks in for J-Mo. J-Mo, not really the best three shooter. Connor is. You got to get the three balls going. That's Butcher again. He got it. It's 54-53. No timeout for Talmadge. Ted Rustinko running right. And now they take a timeout with 11 and a half. Josh Butcher with some mighty clutch free throws. We've each school now has one timeout left. That would not be mistaken. No, Talmadge is probably going to play for the last shot. We're trying to learn their lesson from last year. If I'm Justin Will, I tell them, hey, you guys remember last year? You guys remember how you shot a little too prematurely with 3.3 seconds left? Try to get off with fewer time. Viewers have told me that after a 19-1 first quarter, they'd be more than likely coming down the last possession. I would have told you nuts. Would have called you nuts. Students might pop on the court if there's a buzzer beater again. That's all if. Thought we were going to coast to this one. 16-point lead at the break. 13-point lead heading into the fourth. But now that lead is just one. One measly point. Crowd's got to get up on their feet out here. And the students are definitely doing that. Robbie Reed, don't worry, folks. Coach Nair's got timeout to take. One more foul by us. They reach the bonus. Deep pass back to Rustinko. Oh, boy. Rustinko's going to try doing it himself. Spinning, almost lost it. Rustinko, tough two. No good. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 13 tenths of a second. Oh, but if they steal it, and get it off, forget about it. They need a miracle. The Blue Devils, 54-53. And Coach Sharon's going to try to take time out to prevent said miracle. Well, we saw it last year. There was 3.3 seconds. This time there's 13 tenths of a second. Looks like we won't have a buzzer beater tonight. Unless it's a buzzer beater from Talmadge. If there were to be the event of a jump ball, Blue Devil ball. What a ball game we've had on our hands. Thank you, Zach, for tuning in. Really, it's number 10's birthday. That'll be Chase Press. Who would have dunked it? Sorry, folks. Zach's tuning in. Hopefully, he's not getting any traumatic flashbacks to last year against Talmadge. 13 cents. 1.3. We gotta exit out. We got the ball. That's the good news. Momentum on Talmadge's end. Obviously, they're going to try foul immediately. Oh, God. Nick Dubkowski. He will inbound with 13/10 of a second. Got to find the right dude. Everybody goes deep. And Carson, stepped out of bounds on that with 7 touch. Ooh, that's good. That's good. But the Blue Devils have a timeout. I wouldn't take one yet. Don't take a timeout. Nick. Carson. It's now with a 10th of a second. Clock there hit 0. So the Hornets are more than likely going to win it. And we do. Woo! Well, what's it close for comfort, ladies and gentlemen? That one real too close for comfort. But you know what they say, a win is a win. Win is indeed a win. Well, they scared us all at the end of that, baby. Didn't come down to a buzzer beater this time. Gentlemen, good game, everybody. Good job, Josh. How do you describe those free throws at the end of the game? Good, good. Good. Oh, man, oh, man. That was scary, folks. That was super duper scary. As everybody is going to take a deep breath. A deep breather. 54-53. We narrowly got out of here with a win. Coach, care to talk? Coach, too scary at the end, wasn't it? I'll tell you what, you go ahead and celebrate this. Scared me to death, Coach. No, it was like 65-64. Thanks, Coach Sharon. Have a good night. And I assume you folks will have a good night too, ladies and gentlemen. As a final reads, Highland 54, Talmadge 53. For all of us here, which is just me. Yes, that was a phenomenal game. Tommy Maroon, thanking you for watching. Peace out and good night from Granger. So long, everybody.